Hey everyone, and welcome to Back to School Night here at Glasgow Middle School. Obviously, we're not in the building together, and we wish we were, but we're going to make the best of our opportunities. And it's still good to be able to reach out to the parents to let them know exactly what's going on in their child's life in terms of what we're doing here in school. As you can see, I'm here in school. I get to come to work today in the gym. And I love being back in the building. It just seems very empty without all of our students. And hopefully, sometime soon, we'll get the opportunity to all come back and be here together. So, before we really begin tonight, we do have YouTube translation available. If you need this service, please press pause on the video now, and you guys can check out those directions. So, welcome to 7th grade Health and PE. My name is Mr. Haggett, and this is my 6th year at Glasgow. So, to learn a little bit more about myself, I'm originally from Burke, Virginia, born and raised. I have a Bachelor of Science degree from West Virginia University in physical education. I also have a master's education degree from George Mason University. Like I said, this is my 6th year teaching at Glasgow. And to go along with teaching at Glasgow, I also coach football at Justice High School. I love anything and all things sports and just being active. And some of my favorite activities include fishing, snowboarding, and playing golf. Now, I should also mention that I teach an adapted PE class here at Glasgow as well to go along with my 7th grade duties. So, learning in health and PE for the 7th grade, right? So, for me, I believe that my students learn best when they feel welcome, safe, and supported. All right. And even though we're not here in the gym all together, I still think that we can provide that type of community in the online virtual setting. I think students learn best when they have opportunities to practice the skills that they're being taught. That is very typical of what an average day here in the gym looks like, practicing skills. And we're trying to build that in as much as we can into our online lessons. We also think that students learn best when they engage in critical thought and discussion, and when they find the content relevant and interesting. That's how they really buy in. So we're trying our best to facilitate that. In order for your students to be successful, all right, they will need to be present and engaged. They need to show up. They need to be in class, and they need to be engaged in the learning and not just turn on the screen and walk away. We would like them to actively participate. That is part of our grade for this year, is participating in class, whether it's answering an exit ticket or answering a question in a Pear Deck slide throughout class. We would like our students to check Google Classroom regularly. All of the work that they will be submitting for grades will be posted on Google Classroom. And of course, we want everyone to try their best. So, what will we be learning this year? So the 7th grade units of study for the first quarter, which we've already started, is physical health and fitness, and of course, mental health and fitness. In the second quarter, we switch over to a health content for social media, safety and injury prevention, relationships and social development. Third quarter is energy balance and nutrition, disease prevention and health promotion. And then fourth quarter is alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, and then more physical health. So please note that this is our plan for the rest of the year should we continue to be distance learning. If we are to go back to in the building learning, then some of these will change. And we will follow up with you if that happens. So grading and assessments, like so many of the other teachers in this school, PE is going to be very similar. We have formative assessments for checking understanding during the learning process. This could happen several times a day, or maybe even just one time a day through the form of an exit ticket. Okay, this is going to be asking students to fill out a question or answer a question during a Pear Deck slide, or through using a poll online through Blackboard Collaborate, and then exit tickets on Google Classroom. Summative assessments are judgments about what content and skills were learned. So this is going to be your summative criteria for knowledge, creation, participation, and reflection. And we have several opportunities throughout all of our units to assess our students on those 4 criteria. Other feedback about how your student is organized and behaving in school will be on the report card, including asynchronous hours and homework. So you can find that type of information on our weekly grid, which is posted on Blackboard as well as Google Classroom for the asynchronous work. So if your student needs support from myself, my office hours are available on the Blackboard page, along with the syllabus and my contact information. You can also find our weekly lesson grid on the Blackboard page. Google Classroom is where we're going to have all of our assignments posted. Okay? And the students can also reach out to me through Google Classroom, which will be sent to my email, which is bkhaggett@fcpsschools.net. Also in Google Classroom, you will find online resources, as well as every single link to the lessons that we have recorded. So if your student ever misses a lesson, we can instruct them to go onto the Google Classroom page and find the classroom links document and click on the link to watch the session that they missed. And like everything else, the other content for each lesson will be posted on Google Classroom. So how can you support your child? Just start the conversation, be involved, ask them, what are we learning about today? Can you show me your weekly grid? How was class? Just the conversation starters will build to this. So for homework, what assignments do you have? What do you need to complete them? Let's look at this together. How can I support you? And starting the conversation is the best way to approach that. So general supplies that are good to have for school are listed here. Specifically for my class in PE, we should not need any of these further than a computer. We'd like to go completely virtual and paperless this year to be environmentally friendly, so everything will be posted online. So we're looking forward to a great year. Even though it looks different, that doesn't matter. And we've had such a strong and positive start already. Now that we are coming to the conclusion of week 2, when I'm actually recording this video, it's been such a great start already. We are continuing to build our classroom communities, and we're continuing to empower each other. And it's a fun journey to be on with all of our students. Thank you.